Hello everyone, hope things are well. I just wanted to start this video off by saying that my thoughts and prayers go towards everyone who was on board the 6:25 p.m. linear service last night from Doncaster down to London King's Cross. If you have been watching my overnight stay vlog, I did stay in Doncaster on Friday night and I was actually on an earlier service that was doing the exact same train down to London, and unfortunately, as you would have seen in the news, 10 people were stabbed and 9 of those individuals were actually having life-threatening injuries and were of course being treated in hospital. I will address a bit more about it tomorrow. I am going to make a video about it because it does directly interfere and involve Newcastle United fans, so I feel like, of course, to make sure everyone's safe going to these games, and just to explain the situation, how I nearly did actually book a train around that similar-ish time to London. I'm gonna basically say what's happened. But yeah, of course, for Newcastle fans today, they have actually been advised by Linear not to travel on trains at all today. Of course, there are still services running and Newcastle fans will still be going on those services, but I'll be intrigued to see how many supporters today have decided not to go to the game due to the ongoing situation with the trains. Just currently standing outside the away end entrance now, and that's the thing, I haven't even mentioned the game yet today because we can't even go on transport now in the UK without the possibility of someone attacking you. But of course, moving that aside now, as I mentioned before, we'll talk a lot more about it tomorrow. But Newcastle, of course, taking on admittedly a poor West Ham team. I think them in woes, especially this season with the newly promoted teams pushing well up the table, I think they've been found out a bit. They've not been great at all. Hopefully, I haven't jinxed it and Callum Wilson doesn't score against us today, but that's the thing, they were relying on players like Wilson off the bench. He wasn't good enough for us anymore, and he's not good enough, I would argue, for most teams in the Premier League. And West Ham need to be able to sort it out because it's just not been a great start for them.
My name's Archie. I'm a West Ham fan.
And looking ahead at the game against Newcastle today,
I reckon West Ham should win. We do need a win because the last couple of games have been bad, but Newcastle have been very good, so I think, don't know how it's going to end, but hopefully West Ham win.
I appreciate it. I'll ask you, of course, one final question. Of course, West Ham's season, you guys are currently in the bottom three. What do you think the issue's been so far?
I think we need a 4-4-2. And I don't think Nuno's that great either. I think we need new players. We need to spend more money on different players. And yeah, hopefully that could get us somewhere.
All right. So just to show you, this is the actual view of what it is like to be in the upper tier here at West Ham. That gap there between the away end is just crazy. I hate this view. It's the worst in the league, and that's coming from level 7 St James Park away end as well. I don't think we are as bad as this. Just to clarify, that's the away end, this is the away end. It's such a weird stadium to be in. Nice stadium, but I just don't think it's a good football stadium. Just quickly before we pick up the show down, as you can see back here, a lot of people not here. You can probably imagine why that might be. It's hard to see it all on camera, but all those patches around where you can just see those empty seats. I reckon maybe a couple of hundred or so might have not decided to come because of the ongoing situation yesterday there. Yes! Come on! Come on! Oh, you can't believe it! Oh my days! Come on! West Ham hit the ball 30 seconds later, it's in the goal at the other side of the pitch. Come on! Get in there! What a strike, Murphy on the edge of the box. Come on! Inside 4 minutes. Oh, Newcastle got a close shave there.
How the hell they should have been 1-0?
West Ham should be 1-0 up with that shot off the post. Newcastle's won up the pitch and scored. Brutal way to conceive, but I would take that every day of the week.
Hey, if that's not punishment, then what is?
knocking on the door, West Ham, but we haven't started the game well since scoring, and that looks like it was a penalty. I can't even deny even being this far back. Yeah, he's going to disallow it, yeah. I mean, good thing I am sat up in the gods, because I thought that was a penalty in the first call. In fact, he's checking out, they're going to disallow it, yeah. And warning call for Newcastle there. I think West Ham got a lot of the ball. Come on. We're here. Good save, but looks a bit awkward. It's been coming all game long. Shite from us. Nick Pope has to be catching the ball like when the balls came in. He's punched it away. It's an easy catch. Goes down to the corner and shots it in the air post, and then Nick Pope bumbled it into the goal. He's probably made 2 mistakes in that goal, but I'm not going to blame Nick Pope, because to be honest, I think we've been second best in every single goal. No idea how good enough it is. West Ham 100% Go on, Joe. Oh, that's unlucky. That should have been a goal from us. Pass across or anything would have been a goal. Good work from Joe though. Oh, you got it. Oh my word. Yeah, that sums up the half, doesn't it? Yeah. Can't say it's not deserved. Oh my word. Tell you what, you're right. Tick up that backside half trail. I'm livid with the way this half's went from our point of view. Awful. I can't even deny it. Oh, they're even mocking it. They're even mocking the young bro. Just rubbing the salt even more. It just sums up the game in our point. What a joke this has been. They're not long. Time West Ham 2, Newcastle 1. I'm going to be straight with you. What a terrible first half it's been from us. And I have to say, look at the away form this season. Look at all the away matches we've been at this season. Awful. All these matches have been awful. 600 miles today. Newcastle fans would have travelled. You're talking hundreds of pounds spent. Bearing in mind, we all know what's happened yesterday as well in terms of transport. And Newcastle fans still in their thousands that came down to this game. And that's the first half performance we're putting in. West Ham 100% deserve to be winning. Newcastle, as frustrating as been, Newcastle still had okay sparks in the game. We scored completely against the running play after West Ham hit the post. After the equaliser, Newcastle had a few chances that they were going for, and yet it's all the basics, it's all the fundamentals we're getting wrong. We're being second on everything, the passing's awful, just keep possessions not being good, and West Ham have just wanted it more. And I would argue it's almost a mentality thing for Newcastle as well. One eye on the Champions League midweek, it's been constant this season. Look at our best performances this season. It's been the Champions League matches, it's been the cup games, it's been the league matches like Liverpool St James's Park, but all of these bottom half relegated sides, and Newcastle's crap at every single one of them, and it's a real mentality thing. It's a stinking hard. They're a right kick of the arse at half time. I'm not happy at all with that performance. Nowhere near good enough. West Ham for a chance to just rub it in even more. What is that goalkeeping, man? Oh my God, how's he not stop that? He's cost the first goal, he's cost the third goal. How's he letting that go through his feet? What is he doing? Is that proper FIFA goal, man? 600 miles for that, man. West Ham, all they've done all off, sit back and counter-attack, and yet, in the very few moments they've been up front, they've done more than all of our possession players. We've had all the ball, have done nothing with it. It just sums up the match. What 3 horrible goals we gave away there, an own goal, and then 2 Nick Pope dope moments. I've never seen the away end empty more quick. What are these goals? They deserve the spell, buddy. I might sound like I'm being a bit bitter here, but West Ham 100% deserve the win game. In our point of view, that's a joke. I mean, I've never seen 3 worse goals to concede in my life, and all deserved. Every single one deserved. How could you go 1-0 up inside 5 minutes and then just play like this? It's crazy. Surely, against a team in the bottom 3, after going 1-0 up, you want to try and finish them off. You want to go forward and just look to score a few goals. And VAR might say it again. We've actually conceded 4 goals today and give a penalty away, but VAR came out and helped us a couple of times. Nick Pope, listen, you're a legend. You've had some great games for us, but you're part of what Ramsdale next game. I feel like Ramsdale's had a top performance against Tottenham. Pope's made two crucial mistakes today. What's he given here? I mean, fair play West Ham. Well done West Ham. You know, they've turned up, gave a great performance, and actually wanted to win the game. I'm just disgusted. I'm properly disgusted with the way Newcastle's turned up today. I think we've done it for years as well. I think our away form, you can look at moments in the game, sure, but I feel like these teams that are not doing too well in the league, and Newcastle just turned up, just expect to win with these half-assed performances. I think the attitude just stinks. It's not a coincidence our away form is terrible. I just think we honestly just don't turn up. It's nowhere near good enough. How can you be so good at home and so bad away? It's not good enough. Full time, West Ham 3, Newcastle United 1. That has to be one of the worst performances I've seen on the Eddie Howe's Newcastle United team. That was shite. Terrible. That is how we're going to play. And bearing in mind our away form already this season, let's look at it. 0-0, 0-0, 0-0, 2-1 loss, 3-1 loss. That is our league away form this season. And if you were just to base the league table solely on away form, Newcastle's probably bottom. We're definitely bottom 3 based on away form. That was diabolical there. That was West Ham team, low on confidence. They're in the bottom 3. A team going into the game, I think West Ham fans, the players, everyone probably looked at that game today feeling like it's going to be a long afternoon for them, and it just was so comfortable. Even when Newcastle was actually attacking on the ball, second half, West Ham, they had no reason whatsoever to even go for the game. All they had to do was sit back and defend because Newcastle was so useless on the ball in front of goal. And that second half team as well, yes, we took Nick Walter-Martin off, fair enough. Look at the players we've got on. Elanga, £60 million. Osula, £20 million. You had Barnes, 40 million, Joe Linton, 40 million, Bruno, 40 million, Tonali upwards of 60 million. That's our players. In the midfield and the attack, you're talking well over £300 million worth of players. And we couldn't even have a shot on target against a team that was 19 going into the game. How is that good enough? It's nowhere near good enough. And I've been fair enough this season. Some of the matches, of course, first couple of away games had the Isak stuff going in the background, fair enough. But that's well in the past now. And Newcastle's home form's exceptional. We're quality at home. And when it's a Champions League, it's one of these big nights and when it's these big occasions, Newcastle turns up. Why can't we turn up when it's these lesser fixtures or less exciting fixtures? I'm sick of it. There's far too much of this, I'm going to play well in this game and I'm not going to play well in this game. Far too many times we've got these horrible away games, or away games that aren't
great on paper. It's too much just looking ahead to the Champions League or looking ahead to wanting to play in a more important game. I'm sick of this mentality. It stinks so much. I'm not happy at all. That was 600 miles today. I've mentioned the intro. I've mentioned all the stuff that's going on in the background. Yes, that has nothing to do with Newcastle United, of course. Surely the team today will want to put a good effort in for that fans. Hell, a lot of people turned up today. There were a decent amount of empty seats. I've probably argued maybe 100 to 200 people decided not to come because of the travel issues. But a lot of people still did come today. They've been here all season. These are the supporters that have been going every single away match, spending you're talking thousands of pounds every season to come and watch them play away. And yet we've got probably the worst away form in the league. And that performance today has given me no confidence whatsoever that Newcastle will turn around the league. Look at Sunderland. I don't want to mention them, but look at Sunderland. They've been rinsed on social media after the win against Chelsea a couple of weeks ago. And you're thinking, well, yeah, fair enough, had an okay start this season. They've got a bunch of wins together, but Newcastle, we're going to sort it out. We're going to catch them up, we're going to sort it out eventually. And that is our response. Seriously, that is our response. Look at their wins as well. They beat Forest away, they beat Chelsea away. We haven't won at Stamford Bridge in the Premier League since 2012. They got a draw at Palace, that's a good result. Yeah, I think they've lost to Brentford as a man who lost in there, fair enough. And we haven't won a game. We couldn't beat Leeds. That's a team that's newly promoted. We couldn't beat West Ham today. That was a team that was in the bottom three. We couldn't win against Bournemouth. We haven't won against Bournemouth under Eddie Howe at all away. We couldn't win at Villa. Villa was a team that couldn't score to save life and had 10 players as well. We couldn't beat them. And then lost to Brighton with a honking first half performance. And that's the worst. That's the worst by far today. I'm sorry, by the way, in this video, guys. Of course, if you felt like I'm being too negative or you felt like I've been a bit deflated in the video. To be honest, I have been deflated because I actually went on train line yesterday and booked the train and could have actually booked the train on, of course, I had that instance. So yeah, I'm a bit rattled by it. Of course, in the background it's something that I'm generally being a bit scared by. So yeah, I was hoping today Newcastle would get me in a better mood. I haven't done anything to get me in a better mood. So cheers for that, boys. But honestly, looking away from this video, and I want to mention the obvious point, we'll just mention it there. There are bigger things in life and football. When I wake up tomorrow, I just said it in the intro earlier, of course, we're going to make a video addressing the travel situation, the schedule for Newcastle fans. There are bigger things in a football match. Listen, I've seen honking performances over the years. I've seen bad times, and I've seen us play on the bad times. I've seen the worst of the worst. I've seen this team get relegated. I've seen this team just completely capitulate with all my own eyes. Things will get better. We've done well in the Champions League. Hell, even after today, I still think we're going to beat Athletic Club in the Champions League because it's a big match. We just seem to like big matches. But today it's not good enough. That needs sorted out, and that's a real problem. I think questions do need to be asked. Why is our away form bad? Why do we not pick up points at these, with all due respect to West Ham, these sort of grounds? We have to be getting results. We, on paper, have a better team West Ham. On paper, we spent a lot more money in West Ham. So why are we second best in everything today? It's not good enough at all. And finally, a load of third goal didn't have much to do with the game. Nick Pope, number 2 for me after that. He made 2 decisive mistakes for that first West Ham goal. And while I'm not going to blame him because, hell, we were second best everywhere today, decisive moments for West Ham. First goal, third goal. Nick Pope mistakes for all of them. I think Ramsdale deserves to start. My personal opinion. But what do you think about that? Let me know down in the comment section. Apologies if you haven't liked, I guess, the overall tone in this video, but that was just honking from Newcastle. No idea good enough. We go again. It is what it is. Hope you guys get back safe. And yeah, hope things are going well. Take care. Be back tomorrow for, of course, a video addressing what happened yesterday.